Hey everybody, and well, let me be the first one to welcome you all to a new series here on the MusicGeek channel called AleaThursday. So what does that name mean exactly? Well, it means that we are going to use aleatoric methods to compose music every Thursday. So just a little background on that. Aleatoric basically means that you leave it all up to chance and just at random. And believe me, this type of music can sound pretty interesting for some people, especially works by the composer, well, probably the most famous aleatoric composer out there, John Cage. So if you guys are interested, I highly recommend you go check out some of his works, and if you do, comment down below. Is this your first time experiencing aleatoric music? What did you think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Comment down below, let me know. So yeah guys, aleatoric music can just be all over the place. One minute it's calm, then the next minute it's just so dang chaotic. So for this little piece that we are going to hear right now, it's more of a concept of controlled chaos, where yes, there was some kind of like random element, like out of nowhere type chance for this song to be composed, but it was under, it was under a controlled group, supervised and everything by me. Moments like this, talking about chaos, it just makes me want to sit down and have that chaos theory discussion with Jeff Goldblum. Who would not love to have Jeff Goldblum drop little specks of water on your hand and seeing which random way they go? That's just great. Alright, now on to the actual piece itself. So for this first piece, I actually used two schools of thought to compose it. As always, we're gonna use aleatoric methods, but I also use the 12-tone technique on this composition. So the thing about 12-tone music that makes it very distinguishable is that it has no sense of tonality, because the whole idea behind it was to get away from that concept. Very much hugely popularized by Arnold Schoenberg with his 12-tone technique compositions. Once again, you either like it or you don't. Go check it out, comment below, let me know what you think. So instead of focusing on tonal centers, key signatures, all that stuff, out the window, the whole concept of 12-tone technique was to use every single musical note, all 12 of them within the composition. So on a very basic, brief crash course session on 12-tone technique, you basically just set up an order of pitches and you assign them numbers. So this could range from any type of order, guys. F sharp to B, to A, to G sharp, to E. Point is, just use all 12 notes. And the last part we need to know is that we take that row of 12 notes and then we put them in what's called the matrix. No, I'm not talking about Keanu Reeves, but hey, who doesn't love talking about Keanu Reeves? So very basically, the 12-tone matrix is basically a 12 by 12 grid, which shows us all possible combinations. I believe there's 48 in total, of how we could use our original 12-tone row. You can start off prime, just left to right. You can start off retrograde, backwards, right to left, like you're reading a manga. Inversion, up, down, and then retrograde, from down to up. And now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the fun part, the composition itself. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, and if you haven't yet, please do so, I'll follow back. You'll notice that on my story, I posted something about giving me just random numbers from 0 to 11. First of all, thank you guys, I love interacting with all of you, and hey, from this point on, in every single episode where we interact like this, believe it or not, you're a composer. You. All of you are composers. Congrats. So from those numbers you sent me, I assigned them a note, and based on the order that they came in, that was my 12-tone row. And from there, I composed just a short little something for guitar, being my primary instrument and all. And well guys, I guess best thing to do from this point on now is to just listen to it, right? So again, one final thing about just, overall aleatoric 12-tone music. All of this stuff, 20th century is really where music started to just deviate a lot, so honestly, people still, it's still a discussion today. Is it music? Do you hate it? Do you love it? But rather than having me just ramble on about that, definitely, go check out more of this music, and honestly, just let me know, what do you think about this style of music, you know, if you even consider it music. You know, it's always very interesting to hear, you know, from other people, their thoughts, and, you know, let's interact even more. Comment down below. Alright guys, and now with all that said, here is the little piece I wrote, the Instacomp for 2 guitars. Enjoy, if you can.